This is Booze at 10 with Graham Whistler.
To episode 8 of Booze at 10. We've made it to episode 8. Yes. Hello, this is Booze at 10. This is the topical-ish panel show where, unlike the news, a panel of comedians will take the topical out of the news and just generally sit and have a chat and a drink instead. However, much like News at 10, we do still have the blogs. Yes, I remember to do it this week. Good. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Let's get involved tonight. Please, obviously, get involved on the comments, things like that. We'll post some questions, perhaps, to our guests later on. Also, if you'd like to support the show, please donate to the PayPal link, paypal.me/gwistlercomedy. There is also a QR code in the corner. It's preset to £5. That'd be very much appreciated because we'd like to give some money to our guests for coming on and entertaining you all, and if not, at the very least, cover the cost of my beers, or me alcohol in this case, some spirits. So good. As always, Alex Liam, our esteemed producer, will be popping up and saying hello and having a chat. Should be here at some. We'll do this. We'll cross live to Alex Liam now. Hello, Alex. Are you there?
Hello. Yes, I'm good. I don't know if that still works when you're wearing dopey great big headphones, but yeah. Hello.
I mean, we're not the real news. It's fine. I've got. I mean, we're 8 episodes in. I don't think we've actually done a topical story once yet. Actually,
no. Although Ian Bowden, he's already here on the comments tonight. He's saying comedy's answer to Trevor McDonald. I don't know if that's you or me.
Who knows? I won't make any of the jokes that have just popped into my head. So it's probably not a good idea. But anyway, good, right? So I'll just go through some personal news, Alex. Right. So I've been suffering this week. I'll be honest with you, with some pretty serious man flu. It's always serious, of course, isn't it? Because man flu is. Yeah, but I've got what's annoying about it is I'm sure you know this. At the initial stage, when you get that sort of croaky throat going on, you get a real sort of bassy voice for a few days.
You almost sound sexy.
I've just come out of the end of it now. But a couple of days ago, I was walking around doing Barry White impressions. It was amazing. Now I'm back to. I'm just proper nasally now, and the family have got all the Christmas decorations up, or started to, and have christened that by watching Die Hard, which is quite my mum's favourite Christmas film. We'll be getting onto that at some point. For the people that are watching, we'll be having a little debate this evening as to whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Breaking news. Yippee-ki-yay,
Mother Whistler.
Yeah.
And your new catchphrase of the season is born. So I'll be popping back sort of like halfway through to fill in with viewer comments and whatnot. So I'm going to.
I'll be interested to know what people think about this. Yeah.
Yes. I'll disappear now and then bring on the guests. Ian saying you're now back to Barry from EastEnders. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Ian. Yeah. Keep that coming in. So I'll go.
Still could be applicable to either of us. That.
True.
I mean, who
true.
knows?
So cool, I'll go. Right. You introduce the guests.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Cool. Thank you, Alex. Please welcome everyone who's watching. Tonight's guest, Chris Chopping, and Tom Stade is here. Hello.
Hey, man.
See, look at that. That was slick as fuck. That was that was probably our best one. So good. How are you? I'd just like to say, as a general thing, obviously we mentioned this like in the pre-chat before. Out of any of the guests that have been on so far, the pair of you have got the most sophisticated backgrounds of any of the guests. I'm very very impressed. It's almost a Renaissance thing almost going on with Tom. I like that. And then Chris, explain again for people that are watching what's happening there, because I like that.
What is? I've got this beautiful rug for sale behind me, but I'm a terrible rug salesman because I'm very English and I'm far too polite to haggle properly.
Okay.
You get a very good deal on this, and if anyone wants it, I would be. It's been in the background of every Zoom chat I've had for the last 8 months. So I'm ready for something new. So do
Amazing.
get in the comments with offers.
I'll buy it for £1, Chris.
Okay.
I'll use it to cover up this shit.
All right, nice. Well,
Are you
This is every car boot sale painting you ever saw right here.
So right.
What my wife does on a Sunday, goes out and buys paintings to make us look like a cheap ass fucking museum back here, man.
Maybe you could almost in between the frames you could just sort of wire in the Christmas lights, just weave them in between it, maybe just to add. I mean,
sure. If I had effort, of course I would. We'd need effort to do something like that. But yeah, why not?
Just one fairy light sticking through the girl's eye.
What? This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a red fairy light of evil.
Yeah, totally, man. She looks. I don't know what the hell she's reading, but man, books were tiny back then. I'll tell you that. In her hand, she's reading this kind. The book's this big, and I'm sitting there thinking, Jesus Christ.
I don't know exactly when that painting's from, but she looks like she's from a time where women who could read were burnt as witches.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
maybe that's why the book is so small. She's trying to attempt to hide the fact that she is actually reading. So it's a possibility as well. Because if they can't see it,
or could
can't see it, then
could be the original Bible. It wasn't that big.
It could be. This has got deep into the conspiracy already. I like it. So Ellie's already been on the comments to agree that Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. There we go. So it's a good start. Positive start for the debate. What are your opinions, Chris? Do you agree?
Well, I'm glad you've asked me on for this episode, Graham, because I've never seen Die Hard.
Good, great start.
And that's my wife there who says it's a Christmas movie. I've never seen it. I strongly disagree.
Perfect. Okay. Well, at least okay. I'll give you a basic plot outline.
Okay.
So Bruce Willis off of films plays a cop.
Hang on, Bruce, is he the guy from Moonlighting?
That's the one, Chris.
Okay, cool.
You betcha. John McClane is who we're talking about here.
Yeah, right. So he plays a character. He plays a gruff '80s cop, John McClane, who goes and visits. Yeah, well, it's 1989, Tom. Come on.
As opposed to what? I'm a 2020 cop.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many cops do you see walking around in vests these days? It just doesn't happen, does it? Anyway, so John McClane, he goes and visits his wife for Christmas Eve in LA because they're separated, and then some very sophisticated, vaguely European robbers
Professor
essentially
Snape shows up. Is that Snape? Because I haven't.
Professor Snape shows up.
Snape, that's right.
Crossover movie. Okay.
AKA the office boss from Love Actually, who is cheating on Emma Thompson. He gets his band of robbers together to seize the Nakatomi Plaza and to steal some bearer bonds. And John McClane crawls through some vents in the air conditioning to stop them. And then it snows. And that's basically it.
And he's not wearing any shoes, Graham. You're also.
And it doesn't. Yeah, there's also some
Christmas scene.
Tarantino level foot fetish stuff going on as well.
Well, I don't wear any shoes on Christmas Day either, so that's quite festive.
Oh, there you go.
Is he trying to steal the Nakatomi? Yeah. Nakatomi Plaza. Is he trying to steal that to give it to someone as like a Christmas present?
No,
no, Chris. They're he's going to see his ex-wife who's having who's having a wonderful
Christmas party.
time.
There's a Christmas party, Christmas office party. There we go.
There's a big ass Christmas office party, and because that's where you want to go and see your ex-wife at her work. They're always
and of course,
happy.
another reason for the Christmas argument is, of course, the soundtrack. One of the very first songs in the film is "Christmas in Hollis" by Run DMC, which is, of course, a Christmas song. So
it's an 80s Christmas song to go with an 80s Christmas cop.
Exactly. Exactly. There we go. See, so
I know if I separated from my wife, I'd want to try and make up with her in front of all of her colleagues who have only heard her side of things. That seems like it'd be a really relaxed environment to do that.
Yeah,
that's a distinct possibility that's going to happen to you, Chris.
Yeah,
rug. Yeah.
What does your wife actually do then, Chris? I'm just curious, and I'm heading back to Die Hard in a second.
Oh, she runs an escape room.
Oh, she runs an escape room. Oh, great. Chris is here. Come, let's talk in this room.
She is quite adept at escaping through air conditioning vents.
No, it's good. She designs the rooms herself. She's got this room where you have to climb up into the ceiling and get through a vent. I don't know what it's based off of, but it's pretty cool.
Climb out of a broken elevator shaft as well. There's that. Let's see. Well,
it could just be one of those children's climb things or whatever. But the word's escaping me. From children there, but no. When you go to the building and you run around in a ballroom and go through the
soft play thing.
Soft play. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, kids practicing to be Bruce Willis at such an early age.
That's like Die Hard 8, where he's just like retired from being a cop and he's just taken his grandson to the soft play.
Yeah, it could be. There is almost as many as 8 Die Hard films. There's 5, which is too many.
That's when he's a 2010 cop. He's really different in that one. He really got his role.
He's got a new tank top on. It's crazy.
Not as sexy though, because he's got whatever those chicken wing arms going on. Oh, this guy looks tough. Okay. So Chris, they go to the Nagasaki to visit his ex-wife.
Sure.
And this guy named Hans Gruber shows up.
Okay.
Hans Gruber, aka
Snape, Professor Snape, man.
Snape, yeah, we've covered that. Yeah.
Whatever that guy's name was.
So
Alan Rickman.
Is he a German guy?
He's vaguely European. You can't really say.
Yeah.
Okay, like Christmas trees. So.
There's another connection there. Absolutely. See, there's so many layers to this. So the reason I say vaguely European, because there's genuinely one scene in it where because they're all supposed to be German, and there's one scene in it where Alan Rickman says to one of the other guys in German, "Shoot the glass," and then the guy turns to him and goes, "What?" He goes, "Shoot the glass." He's like, "Oh right," and it's probably the only blemish in the film. Other than that, it's perfect. It's a perfect film.
yeah, totally. I mean, and then you got to understand what's really Christmassy about it. Because so they're gonna blow up the whole building, Chris.
Yeah, sure.
They're gonna do it under the cover of terrorism.
Oh,
that's their big thing. Their big thing is they're gonna go in, but they're really there to steal, which is also a great Christmas theme.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
it's a ruse.
So they could be considered the Grinch.
So they're going, we don't want to be found out as thieves. We'll pretend we're terrorists and everyone will just leave us alone because everyone loves terrorists.
Yeah, and this is back in the 80s when terrorism was still fun.
Oh, like the
IRA. And they were European terrorists, so I'm not quite sure what group they affiliated themselves with, but yeah. Is that right, Graham? So they go to, but they're really there to steal the money. And the reason, Chris, and it gets real Christmassy, okay? The reason is because they're going to blow up the building, Chris. They're going to blow up the building so everybody thinks they're dead while they sneak away with all the coin and all that. So that was their game plan.
Yeah.
But John McClane is there fly in the ointment.
Yes. The monkey in the bridge.
Up to speed, Graham.
So quoting the film now. So and then he saves the day, and they get back together and spend Christmas together as a family because they have children. They spend Christmas together as a family, and a news reporter gets punched in the face. It's a wonderful film. It's very heartwarming.
I was going to say it sounds like a modern update of It's a Wonderful Life, but it sounds like an 80s update of It's a Wonderful Life, which isn't modern anymore, is it? Which is terrifying.
There you go. There was some interesting tangents in that. I'm not sure where that was going,
we got to explore all of them, Graham. Don't just leave him hanging. Why did he get punched, man? Why did...
So they blow up the building and sort of tiny shards of glass and rubble fall from the sky like snow. Is that?
Yes, yeah. And also millions of Barabon paper things that also look like snow.
Chris.
That's pretty much it.
They shoot the glass, and old barefoot John McClane's got to do his Christmas run through it.
And of course, there is a Christmas jumper as well, a seasonal Christmas jumper. Yeah, there's a
Christmas jumper.
It says now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. It's classic.
Well, AK 47s just scream Santa Claus to me. Well, but I don't know why the only reason I can think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie I'm pretty sure, because I was there. I was an 80s guy back then.
Back in the 80s?
Yeah, back in the 80s. I think the only reason it was a Christmas movie was because it came out at Christmas. I really mean that. Like, it just, it's just one of these. And everybody saw it and they thought it was really good. And then we all thought, hey, let's fucking do this every year, man.
And crucially, it's also set on Christmas Eve. So I think that might be all the evidence we need to sway your original answer there, Chris. I think we've
well, now you've explained the plot to me, because it's like we all know from the Bible, don't we? The Christmas story where Father Christmas would climb down people's chimneys and sneak into their houses to kind of give them things. And that's kind of breaking and entering. So why is that different when Hans Gruber does it? Like, that's festive, isn't it? Going into a place where you're not allowed to be and just sort of messing around. Like, Father Christmas has a mince pie and Hans Gruber takes all the money. He's very much a modern St. Nicholas figure.
Yeah, absolutely. See, so many layers to this film.
Yeah. Like Hans Gruber's gonna go to the Nagasaki building and go, "Merry Christmas, everyone. Here's $1 billion Deutsche bonds. I'm out of here."
It's a tale as old as time.
I'm loving the Wham jumper. I'll go for it. Yeah.
How old are your parents, Graham? How old are your parents?
Hang on.
You don't even know how old your parents are.
Hang on. I've got to be very careful here.
Linda is.
Yeah. My mum's 51. My dad is 62.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they've been dating since he's been 19.
Well, she was 19 actually, but it was close.
I hope
close.
she was. But then again, back in the 80s, that thing was cool.
Well, funnily enough, they married in 1989. So the year of Die Hard. I imagine that's the connection there. I don't know. Who knows?
Is that their only Christmas movie they watch, Grant? Is that their only one?
That's the one they use to signify the start of the Christmas sort of calendar, if you like. Similar to Wham and Whamageddon. That's why that starts at the start of December. I think that people like routine, don't they? I think that's what it is. But there you go. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it has anything to do with joy. It's just institutionalized them.
That's really fun. Salute 50-year-olds. Oh man. I think the Christmas movies you watch is the generation that you're from. I think that's a very valid point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I bet your grandparents probably still watch Jimmy Stewart and Miracle on whatever fucking street. I don't know, because I've never fucking watched that one.
So, I mean, perhaps you could have used one that you have seen as an example.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. I mean,
like, how old are you, Chris? Can I ask that?
I am older than I look.
Fucking wow.
I am 36.
Holy shit, Chris.
Hey?
Yeah, come on. Anybody looking at what I'm seeing, that's incredible.
Thank you.
Excellent. Man, Chris, yeah, I was definitely going to go for a good, had to be, what, just getting out of high school there. Yeah. Like, actually, when you said you were married, I was going.
Yeah, no, I'm old enough to be married and it not be a religious thing.
Excellent, man. Yeah. So what's your go-to movie then? What is it? We watched one with fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, man. Jingle all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to be just that American dad.
Just the classic American family, the white picket fence, the Austrian accent, all the American tropes.
Yeah, he's just an asshole all the way through it.
Is that the one where he's trying to get the whole plot? Is him trying to get this particular toy for his son?
Yeah, the what Power Man or something like that. And because he's a dumb Austrian, his wife told him to pick it up, and he forgot, and it's the most popular toy. And and
it's Christmas Eve. Oh no! What am I doing, leaving it this last minute? Well, because if I hadn't done, there wouldn't have been a film.
They basically remade that with Stephen Merchant 2 years ago, and it was a lot better.
Oh,
really?
I mean, it was a different toy, and it was set in England, and it wasn't, called that, but it was basically that. It's Christmas Eve. He's got to get the toy, and it was Stephen Merchant, and it was really funny. It was really good.
Okay, I'll check it out if I hear another description like that.
Yeah, well,
Do you guys have that movie kind of like Jingle All the Way, except with Stephen Merchant? What are you, a fucking loon? Get the fuck out of this store.
Well, I mean, I think if you're looking for a modern Schwarzenegger, Stephen Merchant is your go-to, right? That's
Well,
I couldn't have asked for anything more in 2020. Yeah, that was a great. You know who was in there that really blew my mind, that I completely forgotten about, off the radar, but was massive famous, was Sinbad, man. Do you remember Sinbad the comic?
No,
vaguely. vaguely,
exactly,
but I wasn't.
Man, that's
It's
what
just.
I'm talking about.
I mean,
he was huge. He was an '80s comic. A lot of us '80s people are just gone by the wayside now. So, after seeing his acting abilities, they figured out why it happened.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're still with us. It's
not for long.
Oh. Jingle All the Way is
my bubble head.
Like for us. Jingle All the Way is Sinbad's biggest thing. That's what he's known for. That's right. That's his famous role.
Hey, you're that guy from that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Every actor must hate that.
Yeah. I take that though. That'd be good.
For sure, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was one we watched. Yeah, that was a good one, man. For just bad taste, man. Bad taste.
I think a lot of mine are very 90s for sure. Miracle on 34th Street with
Stephen Merchant.
No, it's Ricky Gervais in that one.
It was Dermot, whatever his name is. Dermot off of the 90s actor.
Dermot O'Leary. From My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yeah,
and
that would be a very different film.
And one of the Attenborough brothers.
Yes, he is actually in it. The Richard Attenborough from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and
plays Chris Kringle.
And was in every movie for a year and then disappeared.
Yeah. Same with the woman that played the mum.
No, well,
they got a whole gang going.
That is worrying because there is a big age gap between those two. It's like Graham.
It was. I mean, they've been married 31 years, guys. Let's Oh, okay, yeah, Sinbad, but yeah. I mean, it's different culture, though, isn't it? So
you don't see them.
What are your parents' names, Graham? What are their names?
Steve and Karen. They're internet.
Karen?
Yeah, they're internet memes all by themselves. Yeah, they've they embrace it. I think it's just they go to restaurants now, and people already assume they've got something to complain about before they've even started, and they just already get a discount just to save the trouble. So that's quite good, I think.
Nice.
Or maybe that was just
a taste card.
I'm not. They've got a lot of loyalty scheme stuff. Absolutely, I'm not sure specific, but yeah, there's a few definitely.
They're 50. They know how to save money now.
Absolutely, I can't at all. Yeah, I found £3 in just when I tipped like a pair of jeans upside down to put in the laundry the other day, and I was so excited.
You were like, I got rent money.
Pretty much. I was like, it's so nice to have savings just before Christmas. I was delighted. I'm interested to know on the comments what people's opinions are of our Christmas stuff.
What can we say? Ian Bowden has a suggested name for European tourists. Al IKEA.
Nice, yeah.
Thanks for that, Ian. I think, Chris, you're just basically going to be pinned down tomorrow and forced to watch Die Hard by your wife, whether you like it or not. That's the general gist of the comments from your other half. Let's have a look.
I like when she pins me down.
Oh, good. Debbie Vorsey, when somebody mentioned John McCain, she put, does great oven chips. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks very much. Ian Bowden wants to know, how big is that glass, Chris?
Oh, this is like a 1/3 pint glass. I'm just very small.
That's actually a shot glass.
Yeah.
Jenny Hart is watching. She's been enjoying the artwork on Tom's wall. If you look closely, the girl in the picture is actually reading 2 bits of toast.
Jenny?
Message for Chris as well. Chris, do you need to escape from that room? Blink twice for yes.
Amazing.
Okay, that speaks to us. And a special message just before I disappear again. This is for anyone watching who's doing Whamageddon. There you go. You can relax the rest of the month now.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah, might as well get that out of the way quickly. Good. I like that.
Can I be honest with you, Greg? Can I be honest? That's the first time I love it when I hear a term for the first time, dude. And you gave it to me, Whamageddon.
Yes.
And, what the fuck does that even mean?
So I'm not really sure. It basically started as a kind of, you know when it's Christmas when Wham is being played on the radio. So then it became a thing that if you tried to last all of December without hearing that song, and then when you do hear that song, you've been Whamageddoned.
You've been Whamageddoned. Okay, got it. Got it.
So that's basically. Well, I'm glad I was able. I'm glad I was at least make that a little bit topical just for you. That was, that's nice. So because I don't think in 8 episodes I've actually managed to do anything topical at all. I think it's just the title's just a pun. I think it was just that's the only. That's all
of course it was. I'm not fucking stupid. I get it. I just needed to know, like, trying to keep up with all the new terminology and all of that sort of jazz is what us 50-year-olds like to do.
And all that kind of jazz.
So next
kind of jazz. That's the modern slang.
Yeah,
all that jazz.
I think we should bring that back. Hashtag all that jazz. I think we should get that going. I'm going to tweet that after this tonight. I think
Karen would love it.
Yeah. Steve wouldn't really understand because Steve is.
He's got Alzheimer's.
He's just a Luddite in general. Just no idea. So.
What is he? What was that?
Luddite.
A Luddite.
A Luddite.
Luddite.
A Luddite.
Luddite.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. School me again.
That's new modern slang that the kids use. What it is, 16th century. The Luddites, they smashed up like the mills, didn't they? Because they basically thought modern technology was going to destroy their jobs. Except the modern technology they were talking about was like the loom. Weaving and all
it's Dark Ages stuff.
We're going to smash up the looms so that we can still do all the weaving. And I mean, these guys, they would hate self-service checkout.
And Chris, you're if I'm correct, your family is actually a long descendant of those, hence the rug behind you as well.
And I still do all my weaving by hand.
There we go.
Because detail on this, put us out of business.
We how many so obviously I imagine during lockdown as well you've been having a lot of loom meetings. Hey, come on. Where's my rim shot, Alex? Hit me up with come on.
I know one of
it. Thank you. There we go.
Hey, hit me up with a rim shot. Also had a lot back then.
It means two things. But it's fun to say. So that's it. Yeah, there we go.
Well, I could see why Karen was attracted to a man who knows how to fucking make his own rug.
Was this Graham's mum was attracted to me?
No. This damn Luddite fucking old man.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Right. We're back to that. We're back to that. Good.
That's fabulous.
So there you go. I also enjoyed when I asked people to get involved with the Is Die Hard a Christmas movie. There's been almost no response to that. So thank you everyone for keeping that relevant on the comments. That's
the bottom of it, right? Hans Gruber is like a sort of modern day Saint Nick.
Yes.
And
what is John McClane in that scenario? Like
he's the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Okay.
For Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's look at Hans Gruber as the hero. Good point, Chris.
So there you go.
It would have been
absolutely.
a great Christmas if he would have blew everybody up on the roof and fucking got away with it.
Yes. Okay. So John McClane is the Grinch in this scenario because he ruined Christmas for Hans Gruber and let's call them the European reindeers. Why not?
Yeah, the names could be the same.
Yeah.
Hello,
I think one of them was called Carl, but we can gloss over
Donner
that.
and Blitzen. That sounds vaguely European.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Blitzen. How the fuck did they come up with that name? Like, if you actually think about the reindeer names, they're fucking ridiculous.
I don't know because some of them are like
I named this deer Blitzen, and this one is Comet. I can't even fucking. Well, Rudolph, he's the most famous of them all.
just for having I assume a bad cold at that time, which is why his nose was red.
Or it was a cokehead.
Absolutely.
He's the fastest reindeer that can fly through the sky.
Because he's off his face. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then everyone complains in that song that the other reindeer wouldn't let him join in. No, because he was off his face on coke. It was a nightmare. Horrendous to be around.
I mean, all the other reindeers are in the
and he's just there, shooting his mouth off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it a pen? Do you call it a reindeer? Is it a reindeer pen? Like he's just out playing in the snow, and that's.
And well, look at it, man. If you
Donner and Blitzen means thunder and lightning, apparently.
Whoa! Fucking okay. Ellie, that's going up there with
Whamageddon. Breaking news: we've learned what reindeers mean.
That's going up there with Whamageddon, by which we mean it's something Tom will have forgotten in about 8 minutes.
I want to go, Chris, to add on because remember all the other reindeer. The only reason he got famous was because there was a snowstorm. Mm-hmm. And all the other reindeer were sensible, saying, that's fucking crazy. We're not going out there. But coked up Rudolph came in and said, shut up, you bunch of pussies.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm so ready. Ready.
Thunder and
Christmas.
lightning, get your shit together. We're moving.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I might just before we I might just see if anyone else firstly can anyone watching name all of the reindeer and if they have any other I assume meanings or origins behind their names. Do they know for bonus points that can't be applied or don't mean anything at all? Could you tell us what they mean? That would be almost interesting. But we might as well keep it going with that.
Did Ellie know that, or did she Google that shit too? That's
or are you
just
just having us on, Ellie?
I suspect she knows that. It's good. I've got my own personal fact checker. It's very handy.
Perfect. What are the other? I can't even remember the other ones. Dancer and Prancer.
Yeah, Comet.
Comet and Cupid. Okay, well those.
Wolf and Saracen.
It's 2020. I think they were still in the closet back then.
Must be. Yeah. Harry and Ron. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's possible.
Louis and George.
Yeah, Morecambe and Wise.
Morecambe and Wise. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, did he only have 7 reindeer? Like, were there any spares? Like,
there must have been like rolling subs or something.
Yeah,
gotta be.
Yeah, one of them
perhaps
broke
even
their leg.
Yeah,
like a reindeer. I'm imagining sort of a Formula One style pit stop. Instead of tire changes, it's reindeers. Just kind of like a, I don't know. No, okay, no, fair enough.
Yeah,
it's just sort of he pulls into a designated area, and then Donna and Blitzen swapped with Morecambe and Wise, and off they go. Kind of because after all, what is Christmas without a Morecambe and Wise Christmas special? So there we go. I've made a link there somewhere. You're welcome. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, that's pretty much all I watch, because it's all this. The BBC put it on every year. Just the story of Morecambe Wise. It's the same documentary they've been playing for the last decade, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah, and then you switch to Channel 5 and you can see a Morecambe and Wise Christmas special now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well, we normally flip past that one here at the Stade household.
Yeah. Oh, you missed
guys
that.
Want to watch Morecambe and Wise? Who the fuck is Morecambe? Oh, who the fuck is Morecambe and Wise? You put Die Hard back on.
Amazing. Right. Dasher, Dancer, Donna, Blitzen.
Prancer, come on, man.
Vixen.
Hey, Prancer.
So Ellie is obviously the winner of this game. Are there any other sort of hidden meanings to those names, Ellie? If you could educate us with that would be really helpful. I feel like we've covered some serious topics this evening. We should all be very proud of ourselves.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
I've been a little under the weather, obviously, with some man flu, which I realised from my Facebook memories is seemingly periodical every year.
Memories.
Yeah, so it's this stupid thing they do. It comes up with, like, last year you posted this because you're a moron, like that kind of thing. And basically December 2nd last year, I posted a picture of Night Nurse in a shot glass, and with the caption, "Oh, I'm in for a heavy weekend," or something like that. And I'm now ill again.
Why?
And I'm just wondering, why would I do what? I don't think I was much like 2020. I don't think I was gigging much at the time. So that was what. Please book me. I make
looking for friends.
Not a clue. I have my suspicions about Vixen, though. Yeah,
me too, Ellie.
Yeah.
Prancer's way up there on my suspicion level.
He's just up and about at the Christmas party.
From the 80s. And Decker also backup reindeer. It's especially which one was it?
Yeah, not Ant, because his steering.
Not Ant anymore.
His steering is fucked up.
He's been on the eggnog again. So he's the
one that got all smashed and fucked up that lady, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the BBC One show.
I think for
I'm a wholesome guy. Stop it. Yeah, that's hilarious. Female reindeers are cheaper to hire.
Absolutely.
Jenny,
gender sleigh gap. Gender sleigh gap. Love that. I think does Jenny not deserve a rim shot for that? Yeah. Jesus, it's been 45 minutes already. Wow.
So what has happened with your man flu?
Well, I because I like to commit to the show. I thought I would rather than drinking a cider or a beer like I would normally do. I've got a Diet Coke and some spiced rum because spices are supposedly good for your sinuses and stuff, aren't they? So I figured that's the healthiest way to do it. If I'm going to drink alcohol, I'll drink that. So it hasn't worked. Obviously, it's a terrible idea. It's a stupid idea. But
now I'm wasted and sick.
Now I'm wasted out. Yeah. Now I can't differentiate between my cold and my hangover, which is just silly. But
that's one way to cure it.
Yeah.
You know what this cold needs is a fucking hangover. Let's do this.
Do you know what I need to? Do you know what I need to add to my symptoms, like cold sweats and a headache? That's what I need.
I googled my symptoms, and apparently I have everything. Turns out we're gonna call back to Graham like 2 weeks later. Yeah, you know that man flu? It was actually cancer.
Oh God! What? Oh, I'm such a nightmare when I drink. I went online and ordered myself a COVID test. Oh, I do.
Have you been? Okay, I don't really want it, but I'm just curious. Have you guys been tested, or you?
No,
no.
So you're at terrible risk right now.
Huh?
You're at terrible risk right now. We've not tested.
Yeah, we are. We're horrible.
Tier 2, bitches. So yeah,
I have. I've had the thing up the back of the nose.
Oh,
the words that was lovely. That was really nice.
You had it, Alex?
No, it was negative. So I spent 2 weeks not leaving the house for nothing.
Just some shit up your nose. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Not being able to leave the house for a negative test.
When you gag, somebody said they also ram it down your throat too. I had to get gentle, but
I had to get the home test because this was when they were having problems with the booking system a couple of months ago. So it's like I live in Derby, sort of like smack in the middle of England, and the nearest one they could do me was Rotherham. So like a 4-hour drive away. So I was like, no, I'll have a home test because that'll be a bitch getting there on the train.
Oh,
a woman pregnant at home is like finding out if you're pregnant. Is it positive? We're gonna have COVID. Yay! Let's have a party.
Brilliant.
Why did you order one, Alex? Did you think you were sick or something?
I had about 70% of the tick list of the symptoms. So I spent about 40 minutes with 111, and they went, okay, we think you need a test. Don't leave the house.
That kind of sounds like the if you're an alcoholic list. You know, like 70%. I'm definitely 70% alcoholic, but I don't think I have to go to a meeting. I think you gotta have all of them.
There you go. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Very responsible of you, Alex. Very responsible.
So they said don't leave the house apart from to go to Rotherham.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. So I didn't leave the house. If those were my options.
Well, I mean that's a fair choice.
I stayed in.
I don't go to Rotherham when I'm.
Imagine how many psycho killers are loving this disease right now, Alex. They are loving it.
Yeah. Jenny's on the comments. She's had the test. I had to stick that thing down my throat in the car park while 2 people watched. Felt like dogging. And Ellie, your other half's back on. I think Tom is 70% alcohol.
30% weed.
Which is why I hear you enjoyed the Hollybush so much.
Sorry. What'd you say, Graham? Sorry, man.
No, it's why I heard you enjoyed the Hollybush so much in is it Birmingham, Alex?
Cradley Heath, the Hollybush pub for Bushfest. Last year.
Yeah, I remember doing that, man.
It's a legendary night in the Midlands. So they have a big festival once a year. So they have a big headliner on, and they have Tom on.
Big. It ain't a big.
It's not big. It is not big.
Not at all.
And it's quite a place. You have to see it to believe it. The Hollybush.
I had a lot of fun there, though, man.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I think.
Were you there with us?
I go there a fair bit because I'm addicted to the place. Yeah, I mean it's not everywhere where the landlord graffitis his own toilet walls. in really chunky Sharpie, he's written in the entirety of the back wall where the flush is on the one and only toilet cubicle. If the flush stinks, tell Dave.
I passed out in that bar. Woke up after the festival and thought, where the fuck am I? The dude came down with a towel about this big. Okay, I'm just gonna have a shower and get the fuck out of here and figure out. And then you walk out and you realize, oh my God, I'm in Beirut. Let's get the fuck out of here. I've been kidnapped.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Yeah, man. Oh,
I think in a pre-COVID world, I think I might have avoided that gig. But now I'm just kind of like, nah, give me everything, give me anything, I'll take it, I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When was the last time anyone here has even gigged?
Oh.
I did a local one actually on the 1st of November, which was stupidly advertised. It was a Halloween gig, and I was sort of like, what? Like I didn't realize Halloween had a Boxing Day. What is this? Like I didn't get that. That was silly.
That's Coffin Day.
Yeah.
So you didn't do any of them drive-in gigs that were so popular for 3 months or whatever?
Oh.
No, none of that.
No.
None of that.
Yeah.
The Hollybush did have outdoor gigs right up until they got closed down in November. Because he decided to have an outdoor drum and bass night, which the locals loved. Then the police turned up.
What? Yeah. That's crazy.
Sounds about right.
Living next to that pub whoever lives there is going to have to sell that house cheap. That's all I'm saying, man.
It's on the flight path for the hot boxing of a lifetime.
Yeah. Can you come for the viewing at 10 in the morning? Is that okay? Please don't come after 3.
There you go.
Yeah,
cool.
have you gigged in a while, Chris?
I gigged in March, and then every gig I get in the diary, a rule changes or something changes and it gets cancelled because you're not allowed to do it. I had one booked in Southampton that got cancelled. I had one in Bristol that got cancelled. I did a gig for the BBC in front of 5 other comedians, and we all took it in turns. We had to laugh at each other's throat. It was horrendous. It was really weird. That was the one gig I've done about a week, and that's it since March. And that was like in a studio, and it was like, well, one of the other comedians said it was like being in A Handmaid's Tale. We all just had to sit and laugh on command at each other. It was fun. Like I mean, if that is the only thing I get to do, I will take it because I'm.
I think the thing that would throw me off about that is the comedians actually bothering to laugh. It's like I remember doing the original like open mic days like 10 years ago. It would be you and 6 other comics, and that'd be the only people, and you'd just be basically be there talking to yourself, reading off your notepad because everyone else was sat in the audience doing the same.
Graham, that's called an Edinburgh show, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You and 5
That's
other
the art.
comics in a room.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
The thing is, we were all being filmed, and like if in February they said you're going to film you in front of 5 people, I'd say please don't put this out. It will make me look shit. And now it's like film me in front of 5 people, and people are watching it and go on there. How very socially responsible. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like the BBC's running out of money if they're putting those shows on.
Yeah, or ideas. I don't know. It's. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I don't want to knock the BBC because they're paying me to do a thing in this year when I need it. But it was weird. Like,
no doubt it was weird, man. That's even what's the show called? I'm kind of curious. Hey, I'll flick past Morecambe and Wise, but Chris Chopping, in front of 5 other comedians. Get my
sounds like a Christmas Day winner. That.
It's the dream. It's the dream. It's what I've been working towards.
Right on, Chris.
Yeah. It's for online. It's for BBC Sesh online. So it's
BBC Session.
BBC Sesh. Yeah.
Oh, Sesh. Oh, yeah. Right on.
Sesh.
That's short for session, all you 50-year-olds.
My dad would be pleased to have you clear that out for him.
I look very young, so I get to use all the youth slang like sesh and whamageddon and luddite, you know,
and all that jazz.
Yeah,
all that jazz.
Hashtag we got to get that going.
BBC all that jazz coming soon.
I'm gonna go get a rim shot.
Amazing. Right. Cool. So we're getting pretty close to the hour mark. So we'll call it there. This has been amazing. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Hang around when the broadcast is finished, because you'll still be in the chat. We can sort of have a little.
Not you viewers. We're going to sack you off. We're just going to have a chat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whoa! We're going to keep Jenny and Ellie in. What?
Yes, our 2 viewers for this evening. Thank you.
This is, hey, what are you guys talking about?
Pretty much, yeah, absolutely. But thank you so much for supporting the show, everyone that's watched and getting involved and all that sort of stuff. Once again, please support the show so I can hopefully give Tom and Chris potentially £1 each for this, which will be good.
I want to donate my £1 to Dogs Indeed.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my food.
I'm actually going to donate mine to Reindeer Alcoholics Anonymous, because apparently that's a thing now. So I'm probably going to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for taking part tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed myself.
Right. See you later, Brad. See you on the road, Chris.
Cheers, guys. See you on the 9th of December next week. Same time, 10 o'clock. Good night. And please drink sensibly. For the love of God, don't spit. See you later.